Does it feel like you're starting a season and starting a career now?
It does. It feels so good to be back and just for the lockout to be over with. And you know, it was a tough time, but you know, it was a good time to work on your game. You know, get better. And I had the great opportunity to go overseas and play in France for 2 months. So I just tried to look at it as a positive and keep getting better and stay in shape. And you know, whenever the lockout ended, I wanted to be ready to go. So I'm just glad it's over with.
What was the experience in Europe like, and do you think it helped you at all get prepared for this?
I think so, for sure. You know, it was a great experience just to go over there and have that advantage just to be playing in games. You know, it's tough competition. Played against Tony Parker, Hilton Armstrong, Nicholas Batum, so I was playing against really good players. And just to be able to go there and just play defense in a game situation, you know, run, condition. We practiced twice a day, and it was really humbling to go over there and just work extremely hard. And I'm thankful for Cholet to give me that opportunity.
Is the ankle 100%?
It is. That's part of the reason why I had come back. Is I needed to get an MRI on my ankle, and it was the first time in my life I've ever rolled my ankle, so I didn't know what that feeling was, and just went back to Gainesville and rehabbed it, and I'm good to go.
With a short training camp like this, that's a big deal when you talk about the injuries, because you guys are going to have to really be extra careful to guard against those.
It is. You know, with the 2-week training camp, you know, we got to get a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. So, you know, I'm sure the coaching staff knows what they're doing, and we just got to come here prepared to work and get better every day.
How much more difficult is it going to be for you? You have a shorter period of time to learn what you need to learn.
You know, I pick up things very easily. You know, I'm pretty smart when it comes to basketball and remembering plays, knowing offenses at multiple different positions. So I think I'll be all right if I just, you know, pay attention and focus.
When you chose to be in the draft, and you know the draft's coming, you obviously must have known there was a chance at a lockout. When it eventually comes, is this the toughest year to be a rookie that maybe the NBA could have had?
You know what? I don't know, just because this is my first time doing it. It obviously wasn't the situation that I wanted to be in, but like I said, I just try to look at it like a positive and just spend time with my family and continue to work on things I need to work on. And maybe I was doing some things that I wasn't ready for the NBA, and this 2 or 3 months gave me time to work on that. And you know, it's just unfortunate, but I'm just glad it's over with, and I'm glad to be a part of the Rockets and be playing.
Did you enter into it thinking that there was a chance you might go overseas for a bit?
Well, you know, I was a senior, so I didn't really have a choice, so I was going to the draft regardless.
But was that a fallback plan if there was a lockout? Yeah,
you know, anywhere for me to play basketball is unbelievable. And just to be able to, you know, my dream is to play in the NBA, and just to be in this situation is great. And with the lockout, you know, a lot of people decided to go overseas, and you know, I went over there because I'm a competitor. I didn't want to just sit around and work out with the same trainer, same guys every day. I wanted to go and compete. I wanted to play, and you know, that's the main reason why I went over there.
Chandler, how did you feel like your game stacked up against the professionals overseas?
I think it did really well. You know, my teammates liked me. My coach was really happy the way I played. You know, did a little bit of everything just like I did in college. You know, rebounded the ball, a lot of assists. You know, didn't turn it over. It was just solid, and just showed my versatility over there. And it's a different game over there with the hand checking and the traveling and the goaltending. It took a little time to get adjusted to it, but I think it definitely helped me.
Just shine a spotlight on things that you feel like, okay, I definitely have to improve on these things coming over now to the NBA as well.
For sure. You know, obviously just being a consistent shooter. You know, you're going to make a lot of money if you can just knock down shots and, you know, defend, rebound from my position. Just do all the little things, you know, that are going to get me on the floor and to help us win.
Coach McHale, what are your thoughts getting to work with him, and what has he told you in the time you were able to talk to him before now?
It's unbelievable. Just to be able to play for a guy like Coach McHale, he's a legend. And I'm going to literally soak in everything he says to me and just listen to him. And, you know, I wouldn't want another coach just to have the opportunity to play for him. It's going to be special to me. And he's going to put me in the best situation and do whatever he can to help us win. And I look forward to playing for him.
First preseason games against the Spurs, can you trash talk Tony Parker in French?
Yeah, I might do. Actually, our strength coach from University of Florida just took their head coaching strength coach for the Spurs, so I might be talking a little trash in English and French.
You can do it in French? You can
a little bit, not too much. I could order my Subway over there. That's about it.
Thanks, Chandler.
If he talks to you, though, you'll know what he's saying.
Yeah, I'll know what he's saying.